This is just a quick note to Annie. No hard feelings, nothing personal. It's just the difference between 6 hours and 6 days. People talk. And people did talk. Everyone had a sense of relief. Annie would be policing the general conversation. Everyone got really sick of that really quickly. So like it was just a breath of fresh air. I was encouraged by everyone but Annie to play my idol. I believe that would have put a target on my back. In fact, everyone else, like it was kind of like an everyone versus Annie situation.
I'll revive you. It's like the staying alive.
Unfortunately, someone wrote down my name, and that's a little bit stressful, obviously, to see your name at a tribal.
I was fucking nerve-wracking. When I saw your name, I was like, what's going on?
I was like, what happened? What's going on?
But the game I have to play is an adaptive game, so I can't think too much about it, but just move forward with what happened. I think it's going to become a point where people are looking at the people who aren't being looked at, the people who are being so social that their names aren't popping up. So I think that because my name has popped up, that I at least have that going for me. I just have to take a deep breath and move forward. It was not fun, but I trusted my team. I voted Annie, and Annie won.
I was almost gonna ride full Jen. I don't know.
I was afraid that Annie would have an idol, so I voted Nick. No hard feelings, seriously. I love you to pieces, but I have to make sure I'm not the only one named Britain. Nothing personal, like I just didn't want to be the only name that was out there.
I think she voted
Like, oh my god.
Because Bree said no. It spelled with him, no and I.
She can't even stick to her own plan.
That was brutal, honestly, but she did it to herself. Annie took over, the rest was history, right? You live by the sword and you die by the sword.
I love Nose, he's so sweet. He's just such a bimbo. I mean, he's just kind of dumb. I love him so much. Like, I think he really, really trusts me, and I really trust him.
Beautiful, beautiful. Picasso.
Literally.
He also told me some valuable information. He told me that he's actually not 21, he's actually 20, and his birthday was not a couple days ago. His birthday's in 2 weeks. So I don't know why you lie about your age and your birthday. It's just kind of something silly. Sorry to be forward, but I really want to work with you. Because we were going on one-on-ones, and then I was like, oh, this is our little date. I don't know. I'm just trying to feed into his ego, because I feel like that's, as a man, that's what he needs. He needs someone to feed into his ego, someone very trustworthy, someone loyal. We could really, really do some
magic. Do some magic. I think we can do some magic.
I would 100% be him, so I'm loyal to him for those reasons. But if he sees this, I love him.
Marcus is pulling Annie 2.0. He's going around throwing out names. Now that Annie's gone, he feels like he's in the driver's seat. But he knew from everyone else it's going to be Annie. So unless he's oblivious, or just wanted to get in Annie's favor in case she didn't get out.
There was a straight vote on Nick, which was bizarre, and I'm still kind of confused as to who did that.
Bring out 3 names at a time. Yeah. So he's gonna try to cause havoc, so everybody has to have a conversation.
He's already doing it. He's getting ready to throw out their name right now.
Both of you?
Us two in champ.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Some people are speculating Marcus wrote Nick's name. This is perfect, because then, the Nick vote, that was Marcus. It's not me. I didn't do it. But I love you, Nick. I'm so sorry.
His pitch to me was that he's like a free agent. He's my number, and so he wants to go to war with me, and we're making finale.
So he'll do the whole bit. He'll do the savage.
He thinks he's a Viking. Like, relax.
He just shouts so much, he talks so loud, he interrupts every conversation.
I'm really good to go with that. And he doesn't have nothing on it. So
He's caught with his pants down.
She knows with these lines.
Come on in!
All right, welcome to your next immunity challenge. First things first, champagne. Gotta take back the necklace. Thank you. All right, the gambler's medallion is back up for grabs. For today's challenge, each of you will have a coaster in your hand. On top of that coaster will be a stack of cups. All you gotta do, be the last one standing with your cups on your coaster. The way you're gonna be eliminated is attacking each other. You're gonna go after and sweat the cups off of each other's coasters. A little bit of a brawl. So it'll be fun. See how it goes. Everybody understand? All right, everybody good? All right. This is for Gambler's Medallion. Survivors ready? Go! Nobody wants to make a move. Those worthy take this round. Nobody wants to
Watch out, I see you coming for me. You're all surrounding me.
got decide Marcus first out of this challenge. Please take a seat. Champagne out of this.
We're just going in a circle.
Everyone's walking in a circle now. Please be surrounded. You too. And 3 out of this challenge. Joseph.
Sorry, Braden.
Noseworthy.
That was good. I was thinking about getting you and turning around.
I'm sorry, Nose. I'm so sorry, Nose. Wait, that hurt me in the core. I'm so sorry, Nose. Oh, God.
Thank you.
In that one. We are down to Sadia, Joe, Nick, Dejan, Jimmy, and Paige. Still with their cups.
There's the silliness.
I get to do that with it.
Oh
my God.
And Joey.
Joey gets you sneaky,
The sneak attack on Paige. She is out of this challenge. Drops the cup. Nick's still in.
Oh no, you have to balance the
Now
guy.
sideways. Has a little bit more to worry about. Trying to flip it back up potentially. Jimmy is waiting to seize that opportunity. Nick is out of this challenge. It's our final 3. We have Jimmy, John, and Joe.
I am shaking. You not see it?
No, I'm just saying to the left, mine's to the right. That's all.
A bit of a standstill.
We're gonna be on the opposite sides of each stand.
Up here. Oh no. Hey, on the count of 3, we can all drop our cups. Last cup to hit the ground.
That's a good strategy.
We will toss it into the air. Last cup hits the ground.
Jimmy wants to leave it up to fate.
I like. Okay, stop walking then. What are we doing?
You're
Okay. What do you think? On count of 3, we just throw it up into the air. Whatever cup hits the ground last gets it.
Okay.
I will do it. I'm serious. On 3, ready? Oh, you guys are gonna do it this fine. 1,
Interesting strategy.
2, 3. Yep.
Out of the challenge. We're at our final 2. It is a showdown. Dejan versus Joe.
I knew they weren't gonna do that.
Joe
There's no
goes for a
way.
slight advance.
I got a
Dejan, the
shot.
punch, drops his cup, and Joe wins the Gambler's Medallion. Choice to decide their fate for the next round.
Not a cookie.
Congratulations.
Wow.
Nice. Great job.
All right, Joe, come on over. Congratulations. You have the choice of safety into the next round. Fate is in your hands this round. As for the rest of you, one of you will be the next person voted out of this game and the second member of our jury. Got nothing for you. Head back to camp. See you later.
Thank you.
Go. Thank you. My mindset going into that challenge is that I didn't want to make myself look like a target. For me, I was just having a good time. Like, don't knock me off, please. Don't knock me off. I'm turning in circles at one point, just moving around. It came down to me and Joe. I did want immunity because I'm like, I want safety. Like, I want that around my neck, but I don't think I necessarily need it.
That was a fun challenge.
It was.
It was
really
good.
fun.
Yeah. Now I wanted to keep playing.
This was Jimmy.
Yeah, I was like, awesome.
Kind of just looked at how people were targeting people, and hopefully I can use that to my advantage.
I saw Joe's eyes. I was like, Joe's not gonna do this. I was like, Sean, maybe? No.
I saw you're like, sure.
Marcus pulls me aside, wants to chat some games, so I'm always gaming 24/7. So I'm like, let's do it, Marcus.
I've got potentially Paige on board, maybe Champagne. Like that's the most, like that's the most Jimmy's down. Yeah, I know Jimmy's down. Yeah, Jimmy's down. Cat's down. He's down. And Nick's buttoned into every combo too. Yeah. So I think he's paranoid, and plus like he came around the corner, like we were all talking over there, and then Nick came, and then it just kind of switched to small talk.
I see Marcus as a possible number for me, so I said to him, I looked at him and I said, Nick, because Nick, you can't read Nick at all.
Nick was like, yeah, fucking ran. He's trying to see what I'm doing. Fuck. Oh.
Yo, oh no, your leg! What the fuck just happened? Yo,
He stepped in a root hole.
dog's gotta eat. I'm gonna wash up now.
Okay, yeah, sorry to see that happen. Noah and I got talking. We are basically filling Annie's place, but being more low-key about it. We have got a pretty general consensus that Nick is going. We've got, I think, at least 5 people on board.
He just hopped in the hammock and was he looked really disappointed after that. Ta-da! I won! I was actually quite confident in this challenge and I really went into anyone but me free-for-all mode. It's nice to be safe for once and I'm not going to do anything with it. I'm not going to gamble my fate or anything like that, even though I'm a massive risk taker.
He's gonna be scrambling though.
If he is scrambling,
Yeah, he's over with those
try to
guys.
put pink against each other or something.
well, he
That's the
threw
news
3
right
names
now.
out right
Yeah.
after tribal.
Threw mine out.
Wait, he threw yours out
Threw
too?
mine up to Joe.
So that's 4
Yeah.
Threw
names.
mine up to Joe.
So this seems a pretty simple vote that it's going to be Marcus. He's kind of doing an Eddie and throwing out other people's names, and I don't think he's thinking through his strategy. People have had a hard time connecting with him. That's just how life goes sometimes. It's not that people find him annoying or angry. It's just that people just don't click a little bit.
What did he say about like, Noah said this?
Yeah. And then when I asked him, well, who else is saying it? He goes, well, it was actually me.
He pulls Joe aside. He throws me under the bus and he says, it's Noah's idea to take out Nick. It is my idea to take out Nick. And Joe says, did Noah's think of that or did you think of that? And then Marcus starts fumbling over his words and he says, no, I thought of that. You cannot come back from that, you know. So I love it. It's the script's writing itself here and I'm loving it. I'm loving it out here.
He said a lot of people are saying Nick's name, but then he at the end, because like you're like, well, who said it? And he's like, well, me.
This tribal council, I think, will work very similarly to the previous council, where we are all voting for Marcus.
He's being messy and the word's gonna get back.
Did he mention his spell?
Huh?
Did he mention his spell?
He says Annie, but I don't know.
I think it was you because he's pitching you. He had already voted you though.
I don't think there's a need for me to throw a rogue vote. I want to make sure that I'm voting for the person that's going home, just as like a track record.
Obviously, don't want to plan too far ahead, because that's for later stuff. Like, obviously, in the future, we have to like pull someone to our side when it comes down to Final 6. I think we can easily get Cat or Champ to come on over and at least stick with us. I don't think anyone really is looking at like, oh, pink, oh, green, oh, old orange. Moving forward, like, you don't want it to be, together. And I think with the way things are going right now, it might be old pink and old orange working together till the end.
I've been like vibing with Kat a lot recently too. Like last night when we were sitting over there, she was one of the people I got to talk with the most.
Awesome. Yeah.
So like I see what everyone was saying about like.
Right, she's a cool person. Yeah.
There's an alliance that popped up today that Jimmy started, where he created one with me, Jimmy, and then Kat, Paige, and Champ.
We all are just fun, happy-go-lucky people. We're all super chill. I don't see any of us getting paranoid or antsy, this and that.
Right.
I think as the game goes on, the players who keep a cleaner slate and are more careful with their word choice and everything, I think they'll go further.
I've heard a name, but
Don't know if that's the name.
is it the name? What's your name?
This vote also seems to be pretty straightforward of Marcus. I mean, the Annie-Marcus battle, I think we were all wondering to see how it would come to a head. How it comes to a head, looks like we're both just tossing them.
What I've heard is like some people believe that he is a potential threat in the long run because he's really good at endurance challenges.
I really feel like coming into the merge, I'm in like an upper middle spot, which is where I was kind of aiming and hoping to be. Somewhere in the middle where I'm not one of those first few names floating around.
Now you got a mosquito like right on your forehead, right here. Like, yeah.
Oh.
There.
You can zoom in on that.
I got it. Sorry.
This is
like-
it smash?
There.
Oh,
Yeah, it's
my god.
dead. Sorry.
This is my version of as subtle and quiet as I can be.
You get bit.
But I am just profiled enough where people either want to work with me or people have me in mind.
If you did get bit, I do have afterbite.
Thank you, I appreciate that.
I think everyone's voting for Marcus, which, like, I've been with him since day one. He's a great guy. Like, he's super sweet. He means well, but he's really, really, really annoying. I'm really sick of him. He just says the most random shit that's, like, hilarious, and it makes no sense. And so many quotable moments from him that I don't think he meant to be as iconic as he's been, but he's provided us with a lot of good content.
One thing I say is if you're going to try and orchestrate something, at least keep your story consistent.
He's kind of doing an Annie 2.0 where his back's against the wall, he knows it, so he has to throw out any name other than himself. As long as he doesn't have an idol, I think I'm safe. So I think, I don't want to get too cocky, but I'm pretty sure Marcus is the one that will be voted out.
Where are you going?
Out of goal.
Where are you going? 4.
Don't step in my shit spot.
There.
I don't know. Might as well. Got nothing much else.
Oh, facts. I'm gonna say
Strategize.
I want Nick to go, honestly. I don't give a shit who goes, but Marcus, you walked yourself into it. Maybe a rogue vote's on the menu. You'll have to find out. Maybe I might write Nicholas. Who knows? Who knows?
We'll now bring in the member of our jury. Annie voted out at the last tribal council. All right, so we're gonna start with Katya. Last round was an almost unanimous vote for Annie. Talk to me about how the tribe came together on that one.
Yeah, I mean, it's never easy voting anyone out, but if there are enough reasons and anyone just wants to save themselves, it makes it a lot better to come up with a decision. And there was just a lot of talk about her since even pre-merge on all camps, and then as soon as merge started, it was a lot of scrambling, paranoia, following people around. No one was able to really talk alone, and it just kind of put everyone on edge, and I think it was kind of self-explanatory.
So Nick, you and Bree both received 1 vote as well, additionally to the 9 votes for Annie. Was there any conversation back at camp, maybe who or what happened?
Yeah, we definitely talked about like who would have done those 2 votes. Obviously, one of them is going to come from Annie because she can't vote herself. And it really came down to like then vote Nick or Bree, and then once we kind of like okay, she probably voted one way or the other. It was like, so who voted that extra rogue vote, and like why did they feel like they weren't safe with the people that we had right here today?
So Bree, same question. Did you guys end up figuring out maybe where those 2 votes came from, or was it kind of just like a what's in the past is in the past, and does it concern you about this vote?
I'm not too sure, to be honest, but like there was some speculation, especially with like some murmurs going around and all that kind of stuff. So I'm not like, I don't want him to stress about it, and obviously she spelled my name wrong, so it is what it is, and obviously came from her. And Annie was the type of person that was always like, don't vote a woman, and she wrote down a woman's name, so it's kind of hypocritical. It is what it is, and like we just gotta come forward.
So Marcus, last round you played an idol for yourself, and with that you've been safe for I think every single round up until this one now.
Yes.
So do you feel it now that you're potentially vulnerable, that you're maybe in any danger at this vote?
I could very well potentially be in danger, but I believe that I have put my trust in the correct people to prevent that from occurring. Maybe you'll get 1 vote, but I don't expect any more than that.
So Dejan, we talked last round about, first impressions and how that comes into the vote, but now that we're one vote in to the merge, how are things going down now?
Right now, it's basically conversations about who you feel like is going to help your game moving forward, or to that final tribal council. Like, who do you see yourself sitting next to? It's not about like keeping the tribe strong. It's not about, okay, this person's going to help me advance to a tribe swap. It's about, who do I see myself sitting next to in the final tribal council, and who are those people I trust to get me there? But it's difficult to do that, being that everybody's having conversations. So who can you really trust?
So Champagne, same question for you. What do you think votes are really being based on tonight? Dejan said it's who you think you can go far with. Is that kind of the general consensus?
I think so. I've heard a couple names, and so I think most people are on the same page with one. Oh my god, sorry, page. Sorry. I didn't mean it like that. Sorry. No. I think I always make that mistake. I think most people are on like the same page of like who they want gone, but you truly never know. There's so many different conversations going on, so you miss a lot, and you never know what's coming back to you, if it's the truth or not.
So Joe, we've talked a lot about fate in this game, and after winning that challenge, you now have this decision. Do I keep immunity for myself? Do I take this extra vote? Has your win today came into play at all in this vote?
No, I don't think so. It has not. Yeah. I was quite frank with everyone as soon as we got back to camp. I'm going to keep this for myself. I'm not going to exchange it for an extra vote. I didn't feel like I need to do that. So, yeah, I'm just sitting nicely with my bling for this round.
Love it, love it. So Jimmy, speaking about the challenge, I think you had a pretty colorful exit, I will say. But now that we're at Tribal Council and having the twist of it's not immunity, it's this big power, has this been something that's come into conversation a lot?
I mean, yeah, everyone's talked about it probably. I mean, it is a really cool twist to see. Like, I don't think anyone really expected individual immunity to be also something you could trade in for an extra vote. So, yeah, I mean, like, it's just another thing to factor in moving forward for your game and everyone else's game. And the way I see it is, at the end of the day, it's still immunity, which is so hard to give up, even if it's for an extra vote. So just whether or not someone will take the risk and give it up for an extra vote or keep it for themselves, I mean, that's just something we'll have to see come into play as the game goes on.
So Paige, we're one round into the merge, and as I said before, it was unanimous almost last round. Do you think this trend is going to continue, or is it maybe too early to make a big move in the merge and make waves like that?
I don't think it's ever too early to make a big move, but a big move is not necessarily the smart move. I don't anticipate that happening. I think we'd all like to think it is, but like as we were just talking about before, we're getting near the end game, and if we're all playing for one person's game at the end of the day, then it's not going to be unanimous to the end. Like, it'll be unanimous to the end if we're all playing for one person to win.
Right.
But if you're playing for yourself to win, I think we're going to see that trend break apart pretty quick.
So Noseworthy, we'll end it out with you. Last Tribal Council, I got a very short answer from you about how maybe the strategy would change from last round to this round. So now being in this one, I wanted to ask you maybe, could you give me one word to describe this Tribal Council?
Sensational.
All right, well, let's see if it lives up to the big name. It is time to vote, but first, Joe, would you like to keep immunity for yourself, give it to somebody else, or trade it in for an extra vote?
Look, I know I said I was going to keep it for myself, and I'm going to do that, so yeah.
All right,
Chaos.
So Joe is safe, cannot vote for Joe, and with that, it is time to vote. Noseworthy, you're up.
Whether an idle play or a hinky vote, I'm all set.
Sorry, but I hope we have an idol and someone else gets out of that because it's not going to be me.
If anybody has a hidden immunity idol and they would like to play it, now would be the time to do so. Alright, once the votes are read, the decision is final. Person voted out will be asked to leave the tribal council area immediately. I'll read the votes. First vote, Nick. Second vote, Marcus. 1 vote Nick, 1 vote Marcus. Third vote, Nick. That's 2 votes Nick, 1 vote Marcus. Fourth vote, Marcus. That's 2 votes Nick, 2 votes Marcus. Marcus. 3 votes Marcus. Marcus. That's 4 votes Marcus, 2 votes Nick. Marcus. 5 votes Marcus, 2 votes Nick. And the 7th person voted out the 2nd member of our jury. Marcus, that's enough. Please bring me.
It is what it is. I'm going to eat so many cheeseburgers tonight you won't even know.
Got employee discount going to use.
Yes.
Alright, Marcus, the tribe has spoken.
It's alright.
Well, everyone, we've survived 2 rounds of the merged tribes so far. Can't wait to see what happens next. Grab your torches, head back to camp. See you later.
I'm feeling all around good. Sucks that I lost, but hey, I get to eat. Maybe I was too aggressive on like, hey, we need to strategize now that the game's actually begun, but other than that, it could also just be that I was the next biggest threat aside from Annie.
Oh.
Don't want to get medevacked now, okay? Not at the last recording, but anybody who wants to, I'd suggest giving it a chance. It's not just for the money, it's for the experience, and that's the way I came in looking for, so that's why I'm entirely okay with getting voted off.